Hello, welcome to another GTFU video highlights package. This is High Speed Ring Race 2. If you haven't seen Race 1, look in the playlists, it'll be there. It was a cracker. So this is Race 2. We've got Mike on pole, Hyde in second, DP, Grumpy, Mancy, Johnson and Wacky. And that is the entire grid, fairly sparsely populated race. We are in the Mitsubishi Evo four-wheel drives. Everyone getting off the line cleanly. Mike had jumped the start in Race 1 and it cost him dearly, but he's got it all off nice and clean this time. So Mike and Hyde, I believe, are the top two in the championship, and DP is the third in that race, and that is as things are lying on track at the moment. The sun is shining here. We had rain in Race 1, but doesn't look like there's going to be any such problems on this one. So Mike on the soft tyres. He's quick round here anyway, but the soft tyres will certainly help. Although everyone is definitely crowding up behind him there. Hyde trying to get around the outside there. Mike slaps into the wall. Is that going to cost him some momentum? I think he should be okay, because Hyde was right on his bumper and actually lost the same amount of momentum, and that gives the ever glitching DP a little line up the inside there and into second place. Bit of a battle going on further back. I think that's Wacky and Johnson and Grandad, I think. So Hyde and DP, and then where's Mike gone? Oh, Mike's still in the lead there. He's actually pulling out a bit of a lead. So yes, so this is the fight for second place now. That's Wacky making his move there. Has he gone past DP? I think he may have managed to do that one. He has indeed, and he's got his indicator on. So who's that with the penalty? What happened there? There was a weird little... Oh, Mike has got a penalty, and Mike has actually dropped behind Hyde, so that's not going to be great for his championship, because Hyde is his main rival, and Hyde showed how fast he was around there in the first lap. He was miles ahead of everyone. Mike got 1.5 second penalty. He must have just slapped into the wall coming off. Maybe the final corner, I actually missed it on camera, but nothing to call between the rest of the pack now. They're all kind of squabbling and barging. Not going to bother reading out positions, because it's going to get complicated. So that's probably actually really ruined Mike's race, because his second and a half is going to put him well off the back of the pack. So he's going to spend the rest of the... He's got the soft tyres to help him, but he's going to spend a lot of time clawing his way back into this one. So that's... like I said, I think maybe Hyde will just clear off into the distance there as he did in Race 1. DP, although, is just determined that that is not going to happen. He's just about hanging on with him. Wacky taking a lot of grass there. Final corner, be careful not to wall ride. I think maybe that's a mistake that Mike made, just slightly misjudged it. And all in a nice, neat line, like a primary school lunch queue, down to the first corner, which, as I said before, it's not a big braking zone or anything, not an overtaking place. It's banked, it's full throttle, and there's only 2 braking zones, and one of them is coming up after this next straight. The bottom of this straight, you'll find the second potential overtaking zone under the brakes, and there's a lot of overtaking to be done. And actually, DP has managed to get past Hyde, so Hyde hasn't managed to disappear off, although he's back in first now, and there's a lot of squabbling going on behind him. So if he can stay out of that, he might just be able to take advantage of everyone else fighting. So Wacky up the inside of DP. The problem with this bit of track is the inside for the first bit, it's the outside for the second bit. You really need to get the cut back, and that is not an option that is available to Wacky on that particular occasion. So something's happened here now. So Hyde is down in 4th, so I definitely cut some of the action out there. I didn't mean to do that. Apologies for that one. So that puts Wacky in the lead there. Wacky, DP and Grandad now on the podium, and Hyde settling for 4th. Mike's still well behind everyone else. And he's got Johnson and Manson to get past before he can even get anywhere near this battle. So Mike is done for the day here, but the race at the front certainly isn't done, as DP is looking all around the back of Wacky, and they're going to work together to maybe try and get away, as Wacky picks up the fastest lap there, 1:17. Oh, and that's actually taken by Mike as I'm trying to read it, so Mike is on the charge. DP just having to patiently wait behind Wacky until he gets to that braking zone where maybe he can take a dive up the inside, which is exactly what he's going to try and do, but no, he decides better of it and went for another opportunity. So lap 5, oh, I know maybe skip time, so we're actually on lap 6 now. 7 minutes into the race, it's a half-hour race, and we are now Hyde in 3rd, and has actually dropped back off the 2 fighting in front there. So that's DP and Wacky still fighting, and Hyde and Grandad fighting for 3rd. We've got 3 very distinct battles at the front. Johnson and Mancy making up the 3rd portion of that. So Wacky, DP, Hyde, Grandad, and Mancy and Johnson and Mike. Is Mike coming up there? Yeah, Mike is slowly making his way up. He's in 6th now. And who's that? That's DP at the front there with the penalty. Is that a 2.5 seconds? So that will ruin his race, definitely at this stage in the game. And that gives Hyde 2nd place, as Hyde manages to get past Wacky. I don't know if there was an incident maybe between DP and Wacky, but certainly that's a tight battle, isn't it? That's Wacky, Hyde and Grandad, not in that order. I just read out the names randomly there. Under the tunnel, and then that's DP's in there as well now, so that's DP serving his penalty, drops him to the back of this, and that puts Hyde back into the lead of the race, where he will feel much happier. So he's been 1st to 4th, back to 1st again. This is more of a kind of an oval racing situation at this track, because a lot of it is full throttle, so you'll really stay on the back of the person in front and hope to get a slipstream and maybe an opportunity onto the braking zones. Speaking of opportunities, is Wacky taking an opportunity to get into the lead? Nope, not quite working out for him. That wide line is definitely a bit quicker, so he settles back into 3rd position as they come over the bridge. Excuse me, I'm about to cough. Yeah, and that's Grandad now all over the back of Hyde. So there's no getting away from this pack. And Mike is right with him now as well, so Mike has managed to take the time to fight his way back up, and he's still got a bit of distance to go, but we are less than halfway through the race, so definitely possible to have a horrific first lap and make your way back up. And of course Mike, like I say, was the fastest lap as well, so he is quick around here definitely, and for the sake of his championship we wanted to get back up there with Hyde. And in fact he's on the podium at the moment, so he's just got Wacky in front of him as Hyde ducks out to prevent giving anyone else a slipstream. And this is Mike obviously got past Wacky there, so this is Mike now right up with Hyde as well, so Mike has come from the back right to the front, and is now really looking for any opportunity to get past Hyde. And as I say, Hyde no slouch around here, as he proved in the first race. But Mike is also going to be very wary of all the big queue of cars behind him, all trying to find the slightest opportunity, including Grandad, who dives into the slipstream of Hyde, hoping to get past Mike, but that's not going to happen. So Hyde now in 2nd place, so actually Mike did get round the outside. So yeah, Mike on the round the outside, but he's got the inside for this corner. They all fall into line. Yeah, Mike pulling out away from Hyde. Exhausted. Right, so that's Mike. It's got a bit of a gap now there. So Mike, Hyde, DP, Mike in 1st position, pulling out a gap. Hyde in 2nd, DP 3rd, Wacky 4th, Grandad 5th. That is a real battle there from 2nd to 5th. Anyone could take those podium positions. Mancy in 6th, a little bit further out, and right at the back there we've got Johnny struggling along at the back, doing his own thing. So lap 13, just over halfway through the race. Mike's still not actually managing to pull out any kind of gap. DP now past Hyde in 2nd. We've got a bit of a split there. There's a little bit of a gap between all the cars as we have a little mid-race slump where everyone relaxes, saves a bit of tyres for the final push at the end. Although I don't think Wacky got that memo, because he's caught right up to Hyde now, and he's trying to get his Geordie feet on the podium. So there's still 12 minutes left of this race to go, so lots of things can happen yet. Although Mike, like I say, has got a big gap, but he's only going to pick up another penalty or something, makes a slight mistake, and he'll be right back with the fight. So I'm not done with this one yet. on to lap 15. Can't remember how many laps are in the full race here, but lap 15 for the moment, and this still going on here. Hyde in third, trying to get himself up in second, and maybe he's got the chance to catch up and get on terms with Mike. Just got to make sure that the people behind him are behaving themselves, which they are currently. Wacky still in fourth. He's, I say, looking to get on the podium there. We'll see how that one works out for us as we go on to lap 16 here. So Mike, Hyde has caught right up with Mike, dives out of the slipstream, gets his car alongside, and actually on the tower there at the side he is in the first position, but Mike will get the wide, kind of more slingshotty line around that bank turn, but that's not going to work for him actually. He's lost quite a lot of time there. Maybe he brushed the wall, and in fact Wacky finally gets his place on the podium. Oh no, he doesn't. Sorry, I thought Wacky had got past Mike there, but not quite. Although yes, he has. He has. This is changing, ever changing. I can't keep track of it. Look at that. 3 wide, nearly 4 wide. Oh, that's how it appeared, but it was a foreshortening of the camera. Mike has gone now well wide there. He's just trying to try anything to get past Wacky. He wants his podium back. Definitely not settled for Hyde yet. No one actually managing to pull out, a massive gap like they did in the first race. Those top 4 are all smelling each other's fumes. Okay, 21st lap. We're going to go on board with Wacky here. Something going to happen is now he's at the back of this pack, so he's lost his podium position. DP there having a look. Is he having a look at Hyde? In fact, he's managed to get past Hyde. Mike also jumping around the inside there, hoping to learn his lesson from going wide, and realised that didn't work out. So now Mike goes into first, and then Hyde drops into third. So they've swapped positions effectively, and that's Wacky having a look up having a look around Hyde as well. So Hyde is now going to drop into fourth position from first, basically in the space of one straight. Let's turn the page on that one. So this is Wacky and Hyde now. Wacky still desperately clinging on to that podium spot, but he will not be enjoying the fact that Hyde is all over the back end of him. Hyde taking a lower line there, and actually just breezing past, and the number 55 of Wacky will fall into the slipstream, and hope to get him back next lap. Oh, excuse me, a little bit bilious there, just a cheese sandwich. Wacky sliding round the left-hander. Let's see as the race settled out a bit now. It's still could go any way. There's still 5 minutes left of racing, so we are not done yet. Mike currently in the top of the podium, DP in second, Hyde in third, but Wacky is desperately trying to make sure that Hyde falls off the podium and is replaced by himself. I mean by Wacky, not by himself. That's a strange way of putting it. Where are we on lap 19? 5 minutes left to go. Let's take a little bit of a skip on to lap 20. And this is now a 3-way battle, so Wacky and Hyde have managed to catch up with DP, so this is not just a battle for third anymore. This is in fact a battle for the second step, and Hyde has just breezed past and snatched that one off him, but is on the outside for this next part of the track, and this gives Wacky options. Wacky can get in DP's slipstream, but Wacky actually chooses to follow Hyde and maybe take that off DP. I wonder if they were maybe working a little bit together there, and DP manages to pick himself a penalty for that. So that is Wacky with his dream of being on the podium, and I suspect there was some collusion there between Wacky and Hyde, but that was no longer valid as we come to the dying moments of the race. So Wacky will be hoping, although it still looks like he's helping him, but I don't think they've got any chance of catching Mike. So Wacky, you may be better off, unless there's some agreement that you take the third place with all the help going on, but you've definitely got a shot at second. Might be worth a little look. As we go on to lap 28 now, this will be the final lap. So this is Wacky's time now if he wants to make up that extra position. into second and help Mike out as well. That would help Mike out in the championship because Hyde is his main rival. Sorry, my voice is going. This is the second video I've done in a row, so yeah, it doesn't look like Wacky's particularly bothered about taking that one, unless he's just biding his time, waiting for a mistake, or maybe waiting for this final braking zone here. Is he going to have a look on the inside? He is going to have a look on the inside, and he's going to manage to hold it. Can he get all the way past and get... Nope, Hyde's got the inside, and they are going into the tunnel. Look at this, they are neck and neck. This is the final lap. Lights on absolutely at the same time, so there's nothing between them, although Wacky maybe got a slightly better run out of there. This is going to be an incredibly close finish. Still not settled as we go into the last corner. Could be anyone's race. Hyde gets the slipstream. Meanwhile, let's have a look at Mike. Mike's going to get across the line in first place. That's going to do his championship good. First to last and back again. And then this is very, very close. It looks like Wacky's just about got it, but there was thousandths of a second, a blink of an eye between them. DP in fourth. He got absolutely mugged. Grumpy Grandad and Mancy, that's fifth and sixth, and Johnson coming in seventh. Thank you everyone for taking part in the racing. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. It makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside, and I will see you for the next one.